Hi Virgo, welcome to your week ahead reading and happy birthday. We are still in your birthday season, aren't we? So hope you're having a fabulous, or you've had a fabulous birthday, and let's kick off your reading with some Moonology Oracle cards. 2. Oh, you've got first moon, quarter moon in Virgo, your own sign. You did that last week, I'm sure you did. Right, let's have a look at these. First quarter moon in Virgo, assess the situation. Ooh, very hanged man energy. Very, let's take a step back. Let's assess the situation. And then new moon in Taurus. Know your worth. Very Queen of Pentacles. Know your worth. Assess the situation. I feel for some of you, maybe a little gang, people taking advantage of you perhaps. Let's have a look. Let's see what the tarot says. Dear spirit guides and angels, please join me in this reading for Virgo and make it helpful, hopeful, and healing. What's the focus for Virgo, please and thank you? Ace of Pentacles. Ooh, love that. Opportunity, please and thank you for Virgo. It's the Death card. Opportunity to put something to an end here. And challenge for Virgo is the Page of Swords. Do you know what? I think you get the Page of Swords as a challenge quite regularly. Not lately, but certainly in the last few weeks ago. Okay, and what's bubbling under the surface for Virgo? 4 of Cups. Advice and outcome, please and thank you. 4 of Pentacles. So Ace of Pentacles is your focus. I want you to focus on what's new. What can you bring in that's new? Financial offerings, something to improve the finances. Have you had a contract offered to you and you're like, nah. Maybe it's not enough money, and that's why you've got to know your worth. You've got to focus on that. Something that's maybe gone on for a while. Perhaps it's grown roots here. And they need you to assess the situation. That's why it's gone on for a while, but the focus is back on it next week. Interesting, especially as you've got the death and rebirth as your opportunity. And it's like, right, okay, by assessing the situation, maybe you're renegotiating some financial offers. You've got to put an end for this Eight of Pentacles to come through. There's something you need to sort out first. What I have noticed, you've got death and rebirth, which is a 4 in numerology, is a 13. 4. Oh, I thought that was 4 of Cups. 4 of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles. Where did that come from? I was convinced that was the 4 of Pentacles. Wow. And I said, know your worth is the Queen of Pentacles. I honestly thought it was the 4 of Pentacles. I was going to say you've got 3 4s. Maybe that's tied in with that message too. Anyway, Page of Swords is your challenge. The Page of Swords as a challenge is, well, no, it's known as the investigator of the deck. So as a challenge, it could be somebody who's being particularly nosy about you, keeping an eye on you. Maybe, oh, some tarot readers call this the stalker energy. Somebody who's just, they're like checking out what's Virgo up to at the moment. I don't think that'd be a challenge for you. I don't think you'd give 2 hoots. I can hear you going, crack on, do what you like. I don't feel that is the challenge. I just feel like you haven't got enough information at the moment. You need to seek your own information. Something's happening. Some people are communicating and giving you information that isn't correct, maybe, and you need to go out and find it for yourself. But that's your challenge for some reason. Is that what you've been waiting on with this Ace of Pentacles? The Four of Cups is what's in your subconscious. Again, I just feel like this has gone on for a while because you're kind of like, oh my gosh, when is this going to end? Very like, oh, been there, done that, got the t-shirt, nothing's new, I'm stuck in a little bit of a rut. Wow. And then you have the Queen of Pentacles, your advice and outcome. And yeah, and this is about knowing your worth. It's what I said when you saw that new moon in Taurus. The Queen of Pentacles knows her value. She knows she's also incredibly generous. And I think there's a warning here for you, Virgo. It's like at the same time you can be generous, but you've got to know when to stop. You've got to know when people are taking it from you, taking the PISS. But also the Queen of Pentacles, she does trust the universe, and she knows that by her time and her energy and her money spent is always well spent because she knows it's coming back to her. Gosh, this is something else about that Queen of Pentacles. And it's something about ignoring because she's got her eyes shut. As I say, with that Page of Swords, I just think you'd be like, yeah, you jolly well look at me. You can look me up all you like. Crack on with it, mate. Ace of Pentacles. Why are you here for Virgo? As a focus. Oh, you just turned up in your own reading. I like this. The Hermit. And Justice in reverse. I want to say something's being reconsidered. Something that you thought was done and dusted is coming up again. And you've got to assess the situation and know your worth with regards. Justice in reverse is things that, like a contract coming back round that needs looking at again, or some sort of legal issue that, yeah, it needs a reassessment doing, because you've got the Hermit is what he does. Looks at things very from within, has a jolly good think, needs to even cut himself away, go like he's on the top of a mountain. He needs his time, his space to reassess something. I don't know if something didn't go in your favour, Virgo, and now it's coming back round. Something else that is, because the Ace of Pentacles is like, right, you know what, it has grown roots, but here it is again. Interesting. It's like a decision's being reversed. Maybe, you know, for some of you, you were offered the contract of the job and you turned it down, and now there's a second crack at the whip, so to speak. But you've got to assess it and know, you know, maybe you said that's not enough money, and they went off and you thought, oh, crap. And now they're coming back and going, well, okay, what about this then? Could be that. Let's have a look, though. Death and rebirth. Yeah, something. There's an opportunity for you to put something to an end. And, you know, oh, my giddy aunt. That's clarified, guess what, by death and rebirth. Definite opportunity to stop something. And rebirth it. Yeah, again, I feel like there's something coming back to you, Virgo. We have the Emperor as an opportunity. This is to be completely in control, to be that person that makes all the decisions. And I quite like the Emperor here because he's quite smug, isn't he? He's like, yeah, I told you. Being very strong. Also, you know what? He's got a cloak over that battle armor, but he's still ready for battle. Very determined. And then you've got the Knight of Swords as an opportunity. The Knight of Swords as an opportunity is for you to put your words into action. Something's gone on for a long time. It's coming back round, and now it's like, well, the Knight of Swords is like, well, let's not let this one pass us by. Let's jump on this one. Because the Knight of Swords is the fastest knight in the deck. Swords are about ideas, logic. Let's get these thoughts, let's get these ideas moving, and moving quick before it goes back round again. Page of Swords is your challenge. Okay. With the King of Wands as a challenge. Now, the King of Wands as a challenge, as a person, can be a bit of a narcissist. They love the attention. Would be a boss at work, for instance, or somebody in charge that is very demanding and will take all the credit for all your hard work. But with that Page of Swords, oh, very entrepreneurial, the King of Wands. They're a leader. They're courageous. It's like, I don't know, somebody's trying to tar somebody with some bad vibes that isn't true. And you need to go and find for yourself. I don't know. Ooh, Virgo, this is... Let's have a look. King of Wands. It's like you need information first before you listen to anybody else. You need to go find out for yourself. But maybe this King of Wands is stopping you. Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands is being very defensive, on the defense. But it's like you're letting your guard down about something. You're not sticking to your guns about something. But that's because that Page of Swords... do you know what, Virgo? I just feel like you're not going to be... I just feel like there's something or somebody is trying to paint a situation on something that you could be actually quite successful in. And they're trying to put the dampers on it. But you need to just get that information yourself. Oh... Maybe you've got to let your guard down about something too, which is a challenge. It's trusting. It's a trust element here. And the Four of Cups is what's in your subconscious. Why is the Four of Cups? Page of Cups. Okay. So the Page of Cups is the dare to dream energy. But it's like, with this Ace of Pentacles that I feel is coming back round again, subconsciously you're thinking, ain't going to work. Didn't work the first time round, isn't going to work the second time round. But deep down with that Page of Cups, well, for starters, it's Pisces. And I feel like you've got the devil and the angel on your shoulder battling here. On the one hand, it's like, what's the point? The other hand, the Page of Cups is, go for it. Let's just have some fun. Let's just do it. No commitments with the Page of Cups either, because they're here today and gone tomorrow. But a very go with the flow, dreamy energy. Wow, where is this going, Virgo? Let me just do one more on that Page of Cups. Clarified by the Knight of Wands. Spontaneous, driven. And I'm really drawn to the fact that she is looking at the Page of Swords. I feel like you're just waiting on this information to give some sort of clarification on either a relationship or something that you love. And then you can drive it forward. You're just waiting on this information here. And when I say drive it forward, you've got the Knight of Swords there that will go 100 miles an hour. It's like once you've made your mind up, that's it. Whatever this is coming back round again. it's like the decision in the first time round wasn't right, or the opportunity wasn't right. So therefore they re-looked at maybe they've even looked at the contract, because the Knight of Swords is somebody who doesn't look at the small print. But I don't know, there's something about some more opportunities coming back round again, but you've got to jump on it. Queen of Pentacles is your advice and outcome. Know your worth. Value yourself. And that's why I think with that Ace of Pentacles, there wasn't enough money involved. And that doesn't sound greedy. You know, I'm a true believer in that if you go around your life thinking, I'm just going to do everything for free, all about charity. Don't get me wrong, it is. But there needs to be a balance, yeah? Therefore, people will be like, oh, that's right, Virgo, do it for nothing. And what do they value out of that? Not only for you, but for themselves. Because if it's for nothing, then that holds no value to them either. Does that make sense? God, I hope I'm making sense here, Virgo. Queen of Pentacles, know your value. King of Swords. Oh, King of Swords with Justice in reverse. King of Swords is my judge. It's like a decision's going to be made on some value that reflects your true worth too. King of Swords is about being truthful, honest, logical, sticking to who you really are too. Maybe this, this justice in reverse, this decision, this legal matter is going to involve some sort of legal aspects here. But remember your truth and your self-worth in this. Oh, Virgo. Let's do one more on that King of Swords. I love the King of Swords though. He's very fair and balanced. Seven of Swords. Maybe that justice in reverse was somebody being a little bit sneaky, revengeful. I don't know what it is. The Seven of Swords is a sneaky, cheating, lying, stealing card. Advice. Do you know what the advice of that card is? What's the word? Strategic about it. So if this is, for instance, you're looking at a new contract, you want some new information about it, it's not worth the money to begin with. The offer wasn't worth it, and now it's coming back round again. Be very strategic about how you go about it. So it's not like you're going to say, I don't know, say for instance you're in a job already and you get a new offer. You're not going to go and tell everybody at work, are you? No, you're going to have to keep it to yourself. So there's something about keeping it to yourself and being strategic until it's in the bag. Wow. Okay, let's have a look. Ancient Stones Oracle for Virgo. What is your final message? Please and thank you. Maybe you're having a rethink on it as well with that Hermit. Anyway, let's stop. Otherwise I'll go on all day for your reading. We have pave your own way. Leadership, courage. Forge, don't follow. Oh my giddy aunt. That Page of Swords is not following the tribe. Finding out for yourself. Go your own path. Pave your own way, Virgo. In fact, I'm going to make that, maybe, I don't know. Have courage. Forge, and don't follow. Hope you enjoyed that, Virgo. Please let me know how that resonates. That's very, specific. Have a fabulous week. Hope you enjoyed the reading. I'll see you next week. Take care.